I remember. I remember when I tried Final Fantasy XIV during 1.0. It was different. I had very little experience with the Final Fantasy universe. I started with Final Fantasy XII, for instance. Then I moved on to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, following it up with 13 and then 14. However, recently I picked up Final Fantasy VII. So that will be a fun experience. I'm looking forward to it. I remember picking my class to start. The Thaumaturge class. Kaworu attempted to coach me through the various classes, but for some reason I just couldn't get to grips with the combat system, and thus I dropped it after a couple of days, attempting to get used to it. Then Kaworu mentioned the Falling of Dalaman quest line a few months later. She spoke of the servers going down sometime a couple of months after that, and that it was getting better. As such, being the good friend I am, I tried again. Another Thaumaturge, no change. Couldn't work it out. So I changed tactic. I made my character a gladiator instead, and something clicked, and it worked. It wasn't what I wanted, but it worked. But as I have found with most MMOs I play, I lost drive. I lost the drive to play without the company of friends. Well, I mean alongside work, of course. I recall Kaworu mentioning on RPing on the server, and that they were joining Balmung at the time, and that she joined a link shell. Obviously, I was sat there going, what on earth was a link shell? But was soon told what it was, and I was invited to the intermission link shell. Found myself standing in the drowning wench, alongside Kaworu's character, eavesdropping on some roleplay. It was my first bit of exposure to the RP community on Final Fantasy XIV, and it was well received for the most part. I enjoyed watching it. However, I never took the step forward to jumping into it, a mistake I came to regret rather quickly. And so, a few months later, the servers were closed, and I waited. Before all of this, I had a fair bit of experience role-playing within other games. I frequented a Ragnarok Online server alongside Kaworu, and for the most part, I enjoyed RPing there. I grew in how I wrote, found myself immersing a character into plots, and it was really my first attempt at role-playing within a large community. But then it died due to drama stuffs, as is wont to happen in such situations. But, that's that. I won't go into it. I found myself watching one of Kaworu's streams one evening during the time that the servers were down. She was drawing an RPC member's character at the time, I believe it was. And I was watching her talk to this group as she was drawing. It was soon revealed to me that this Skype chat was for the RPC website. After much whining and poking from me, admittedly, she finally agreed to add me, and I was in. I found myself in the company of people who enjoyed writing like I did, a very friendly community. I felt welcomed, loved. People seemed to like my character even. I'd never really experienced that before. It was amazing. I basked in it. It was a very nice place to be. Hell, it still is. I'm not sorry that I joined the RPC. It's been an amazing ride ever since I joined back in October, November time. I found a really supportive, welcoming community there that I could sit and talk to about anything. Absolutely anything. And I believe that it's helped me grow as a person. I'm not nearly as meek as I think. And I found I'm more confident, more outgoing. I'd even say I'm happier than I previously was. And you know what I'm excited about? 2.0 and A Realm Reborn itself. And everything that comes with it. Just seeing and feeling the differences in the gameplay. It's a massive, massive leap from where it was previously. And I admire Yoshi P for being able to create such a turnaround like that. I mean, he's such an amazing producer-director, and it's probably the best thing to have happened to Final Fantasy XIV. In relation to the RPC, I'm going to stay here. It's an amazing community, and I wouldn't be able to deal with losing out on time with such a community. I've come here and I've made many, many friends. Aletheia, Belisar, Kione, Lanesworth, Minari, and plenty more that I could mention. But that would require the video going on for far, far longer than you'd probably be willing to listen to. So, as A Realm Reborn gets closer and closer, I find myself getting more and more excited. I cannot wait to see what it shall bring, for gameplay and especially roleplay.